This is my key, my personal key. This is his key. It works. I know who it is. F-R-A-N-K. Frank. He's behind all this. This is his iPad then. He's the only person I can think about video-wise, which means he broke into my school. Hey guys, so it's been a couple weeks. Nothing happened ever since he... Well, for those of you who don't know, I guess I have an enemy. I have an enemy, I guess, now. And they have broken into my yard. You know, I was checking my camera when I put it up. Saw him, he was in my yard. I saw him, like, the second I turned the camera, if I can get a good shot, on shot of my room, right, hold on, let me actually go back to my office. It was right here, and I said, there's someone in my yard. The second I turned the camera, if you see right around, it's like focusing on the dirty glass, like around there, he ducked his head and that was it. So what I'm thinking, hold on, let me fix this. And I think we got closer to who this person is. He's left stuff in my car. He left my sweatshirt that he was wearing when he broke into my house, and he left an LG phone, which is now going up in value because LG phones are going out of business. Now things are getting strange because the iPad is making noises and I want to go through it with you guys just to make sure. I haven't rechecked to see if anything has came back. It's not connected to an iCloud. So, guy F, he's left stuff in my car, you know, the LG phone and my sweatshirt. He apparently has a key to my car, or had a key because he left it in the safe with the iPad and a key to my safe, which I'm 99.9% sure when I got that safe only came with one key. Now, I have, I guess you could say, another key to my car, which is this, which technically doesn't unlock the doors. This key fob doesn't go to my truck. This key doesn't go to my truck. It goes to a different car, but this key somehow starts my car through ignition. It doesn't turn the key lock on the doors. So, I don't know how that works. I don't know how he's been getting, oh wait, it's not these keys, it's his keys. Like, I've used these keys before. They work, and technically what it's supposed to do is if it detects any different key, technically a key like this, the anti-theft system is supposed to activate and not start my car, but apparently it does start my car. I don't know why. I mean, unless the chips are just the same and I don't know, because there's chips in these keys and it's supposed to do something. That's like if I went to go out and buy, let me explain the anti-theft system. So, car keys have, well, I guess back when there were cars that still used physical keys, the keys inside this part has a chip in them, and it links with the anti-theft system, so it knows that that's the correct key to start the car, and it starts the car. If you were to bring another key to some other car and somehow it works, or go to Walmart, buy a key, and then make that car key yourself, it doesn't have a chip in it, so when it goes into ignition and you turn it, the anti-theft light is supposed to stay on. Normally that light turns off, but it would stay on, and when you go to turn the key, it would either A, set the alarm off, or B, not start the car at all. I don't know how he has a spare key. I thought I had a spare key to it when we got it, but it only came with one. And then that key this key apparently works with the ignition. It doesn't work with the said fob. So we just always, if anything happened, I always just use that one somehow. And that's how he's just been getting into my car. Now, I think I have a theory of how he's been knowing when I leave the house or not. He may not be on my street, because I feel like if he was on my street, I would know, and I'd be able to like find him easily. Like, there's not a lot of trees, and I can see, so like, from my house is basically like drop dead center in the middle of my street. So I can basically see the whole street from my house, my yard. So I could basically, if I tried enough, maybe that's, I could look. But I realized something. When I'm taking the bus home, you can drive past there and you can see my house. I guess my back of the house. But if you go towards that way, like if you look that way, you can totally see my car from the street, direct street. So I think what he's been doing to see when I'm not home is looking through there, because you can totally see my car from that street when you're 2,000 feet away. You know, with walking that way and not taking a shortcut. Ha 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 ha. So if my theory is correct, what he's doing is he's looking through there, and if he sees my car, he knows I'm home. If he doesn't see my car, then I'm not home, and what he does is, instead of taking the long way, he cuts through the yards, jumps the fences to get to my car, and ergo, into my house, or said my yard. So that's what I think's been happening. I think what I'm gonna do is charge this camera battery, because it's dying actually, and if the iPad's been going off, so I'm gonna wait for this camera battery to charge, and then we're gonna go through the iPad again to see if anything has been added. Considering, I'm assuming stuff has been added, considering it's making noise. Okay, so I can't find them, but I know for a fact they are not in the safe. I also took that camera down because why not? I am using the DSLR camera. I just wanted to do this right now. The camera battery over there is in fact charging. Can't see because it's blurry. I have this face and it doesn't have autofocus. So again, as you can see, this is charging. I just wanted to do this now because I couldn't wait any longer. It's killing me that I want to check out the iPad now. It hasn't dinged since yesterday. This was like late last night. So I guess right now would be the appropriate time to check out the iPad. It's still charged. It has like 40% battery. I haven't opened it yet, but we're in. Check photos. That's still the same. Still the same 2 photos. Contacts. No contacts. Notes. Check your MacBook. That wasn't there before. Check your MacBook. Go to folder, home. Was that the ding? Was that the ding? Check your MacBook. Go to folder, home. I mean, there's nothing else. Reminders has nothing. There's really no other apps other than Find My, but that has nothing to do with nothing. There's nothing else. Go. I'm really trying to get this to focus. Right there. So go home. Right there. Open immediately F. Open immediately F. I'm probably out of focus, but what I'm gonna do is I have OBS in my Mac. I'm gonna record OBS on there, and then I'll import it to the iMac to edit. So, see you on the iMac. Okay, we're on the iMac. Oh my god, the MacBook. So face cam's up. I don't know what for some reason wasn't working. OBS is up. I checked. I'm always in this folder. It wasn't here like 2 days ago. That was recently. I don't know how long it's been there, but I'm assuming since last night, considering there was a ding on the iPad. Does that mean that's when it was imported? How did he get it into my Mac? Because I've been home since then, so there has to be a direct way where he is importing it into my Mac, because it says open immediately. First of all, I would like to say I've been watching your videos and I'm already 5 steps ahead of you, and will always be. Don't think this will end for victory. Don't think this will end in your victory or soon. You're falsely mistaken. This is just the beginning, and the end, well, won't be pretty for you. Okay? It will end with you in defeat, sorrow, and if everything goes according to plan, life. And I'll spare you. This person's basically saying that if his plan doesn't work the way it is, I die. But if it goes off course, my plan starts to fail, the end will be sooner than you expect. Nothing is stopping me from getting what I want and retrieving it from you, by consent or by force. I will do anything necessary to get my belongings back. I will break in again, and if you're lucky, I won't steal anything of yours for ransom. I've looked around your house, and I know stuff that I could steal for ransom. I will break into your yard and your car again. That brings me to what I want. Now let's negotiate. And I give you... What? Why is the your question marks there? What? That brings me to what I want. Now let's negotiate. I gave you something of yours back, and gave you something else too. But that's for later. Do not turn that phone on until I say so. I'll ding the iPad around 4:18:21 to let you know when to turn it on. So I'm thinking he's doing stuff through the iPad, through his house, to import to the iPad, to import to my Mac, or to import to the iMac, or to the iPad, and then when everything gets right, he dings the iPad to know something is here. So every time that iPad dings, so since I have something of yours, and I want something of mine, I gave you my iPad. That is yours to keep, for now. But you also have something else of mine. I want the truck. That is mine. What does he mean? That is my car. That is my car. It's in my name. I have all of it. It is my personal vehicle. That is mine. It's not his. I don't know what he's talking about. Is that what he means when there's your question marks? He can't have it. No. That is my car. Cry about it. You said you were watching these. Look at me. If you're watching this, cry about it. It is my car. You're not having it. No. I don't care if this is going off your course, anything off your plan. Come back face to face. Let's go. I'm getting sick of this already. This has only been going on for 2 weeks. I'm already getting sick and tired of it. If you're even watching this, I'm pretty sure I know who this is. Let's talk face to face. Let's go. You see, my uncle brought it over to your house because it was sitting in his yard for over a year. How does he know? How does he know? He knew you could fix it. But the original plan backfired, and that's when I had to make this plan fast. It was going to be fixed and gave to me to use. But then he went back and gave you the title and everything to you, and now it is in your possession. That checks out. That checks out in the story. So if you don't know, that car was given to us to fix because it was having severe engine problems, and the guy didn't want to deal with it anymore because it's been sitting in his yard, and he was going to go buy a new car. So he gave us the title and stuff later in the week, and it was in our possession now. And to prove it's your uncle, my uncle, that's the guy's name. That is the guy's name of who gave us the car. I'm censoring it. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want you people going to look for this person and be like, is this the insert name here gave it to you and you drove it and you turned it into a rust bucket. Since I had to spare the spare key to it, I have been driving it whenever you are not home and you leave it there. One, that's basically Grand Theft Auto, so that's so creepy. Why? Let's just say I have been tracking you for a long time. That's not creepy. This is payback for all the crap you have done to me in the past. And now I want my truck back. Peacefully. Do that, and I'll tell you all about my plan, and maybe, just maybe, it will end sooner and peacefully. But if you don't, just pray that I don't show up again. wow. Basically just threatened me, saying, give me my car, my truck back, peacefully. I want it all. And if you don't give it back to me, it's not pretty, and I might die? This is literally a threat. And wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, he does have a great car. That car over there? It looks exactly the same as his. I'm not even kidding. He has a great car. It looks exactly the same. And now that I'm looking at it, now that I showed you guys, that Mercury's gone. It's not there. I don't see it. It's not in their driveway anymore. So does he keep it? Has he been keeping it in their driveway, my neighbor's driveway, to spy on me? Like, has he just been paying, like, what? Is that maybe how he's been stalking, instead of what I said earlier in the video where I said he's looking out through there? Is that his car in my neighbor's driveway, and he's just goes in that car and stalks my house? But literally everything in that note on my MacBook is true. The whole history of the car since we've had it has been true. The other thing it can do is A, break in again, or B, just leave random files on that iPad and go to my MacBook, apparently. I don't know. But all I know is that he's not getting that car. There's no way he's getting my car. If you want a battle, I'll give you a war. Hey! This isn't over! No! No! He took it! No!